guys, just a little impromptu one from me tonight. It is Ian's, he's doing the main course. But when I was looking through, I still have a bit of puff pastry left. So, I was going to freeze it, and then I noticed I had these apples. Now, we've had these apples since before we went away on holiday. So, I thought, right, what I'm going to do is one of Ian's favourites. I'm going to do a Tart Tartin. So, what I'll do is I've got... I don't know how much puff pastry I've got left there. Let's have a little look. We'll take that. I've got about 200 grams. I probably won't use all of that. I have 3 apples. That was just left over and they needed using up. I do have 85 grams of water. I've got 56 grams of sugar. And I have, 133 grams of sugar and 56 grams of butter. Now what I'm using today is I'm just going to use this little cast iron. Only because I've got it. You can do it in a cake tin. As long as it's not a loose bottom one. Another frying pan that's got, that's got a metal handle. So what I'm going to do now is while I'm peeling and cutting up the apples, I'm just going to pop the sugar in there and let that start to melt. Try and get it as even as you can. So just give it a shake and that'll just even it out. Don't need that for now. So now I've used that for my sugar, I'll use it as my bowl to get rid of the peelings. So I'm just going to turn you back round a sec. I'm just going to peel these apples as quickly. I've got that on a medium heat just to start. We don't want it too fierce. Right, so I'll just carry on peeling these guys. Right, so I've peeled all 3, even though they looked okay. You can tell by the way I'm peeling them that they're a little bit soft. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to quarter them. Take off any leftover skin that I couldn't get with the peeler. And take out the core. And I want them chunky. I don't want them too... I've seen so many of these that you just slice them up, and I don't want that. I want them big and chunky apples. I've turned the sugar up a little bit just to get it going. Be very careful with sugar though, you know, when you're doing it like this. Oh, that's it. Just keep going like this. And yeah, we have had a bit of a weekend, the pair of us. Ian wasn't feeling too great Saturday. I don't know whether it was just a bug or something that we've caught, and I was feeling the same yesterday. I was going to be doing a steak and kidney steamed pudding for lunch yesterday, but to be honest, plus the weather, it was a bit too hot to do that. So I just thought I just can't. So I ended up with chicken and potatoes. Right, I'm just going to turn that down now, because as you can see, it's starting to go underneath. I'm just going to turn it down again. I don't want it to go too far. Just give it a bit of a shake. That's it. Move it across. There we go. So what I'm going to do now is, because that's starting to go, I'm going to put my water in there. It will seize, but don't worry about it. See what I mean about the season? Right guys, so I made an absolute complete mess of that. I was supposed to put the water and sugar in together. So I'm getting rid of that. And I'm just going to put some more caster sugar in. There we go. Right, and now the water. Right, so I'll back in there. That's the granulated. The caster was behind it. Right, and we'll try again. Just like that. I knew something wasn't quite right. But what was it me Nana used to say? Oh God. Less hurry, was it less speed, more? Whatever, I don't know. Don't know where my head's at all at the minute. So I'm just going to finish these off. I'm going to turn that up. Honestly, I'm putting the waste in with the butter. Right, so last one, and once this starts to melt down, I will come back to you guys. Right guys, as you can see, it's starting to get lovely and caramelised now. Look at the colour on that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the butter. Now be careful, because this will splutter a little bit. I'm going to add the butter in there. And it will feel like it's going to seize up a little bit, but don't worry. Put that on one side. Oh, sorry, didn't mean to do that. There, look. Oh, smell. Now, be very, very careful with this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my tongs and put the apples in. I want these to cook for about 10 minutes. You want them soft. I'm going to turn it down slightly. Don't try and do it with your fingers, because if you get your fingers on that caramel, then it's game over. Again, it'll look like it's going to seize up, which it looks like it is, but some of the juices will come out of the apples and that'll take it back into a caramel again. So we'll just keep moving them around. I want them all covered in that gorgeous, gorgeous caramel. I might have a few too many actually here, but that's not the end of the world. It's starting to leach out a little bit of that juice now. So I'm just going to leave them for about 10 minutes while I roll out the puff pastry. And I've got the oven on. I've got it on at 170. It would be 190 if it wasn't a fan, but I've got it on at 170 at the moment. That's just warming up. Puff pastry over the top. Realign the apples. I want them all covered. You can actually see it's starting to leach out. Let that do its thing for about 10 minutes, and then we'll get the puff pastry on the top. Right, come back to you in 10 minutes. Right, just a couple of more minutes on the apples. So this is the last of the puff pastry that I made last week. It has got a few little grey bits in, but that's only because it's been kept in the fridge, and I'm going to use it up tonight. So the next time I make it, it'll be for something completely different. Right, so I want it as a circle. Of course, like I say, I've got the oven already on. Sorry. Right, so that's been bubbling away for about 10 minutes. You can see all of the water's come out of the apples, but that's perfect. Use the last of this. This is just going to go on. Like I say, there's more than I need here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get butter knife. Don't use your fingers, please, whatever you do, and just put that in. Just slide it down like that. All these are going to get all of that caramel, the crispy bit on the top. It's going to get covered in caramel. That's exactly what we need. Right there. So into the oven for about, I'd say about 30 minutes, and we'll see you then. And by that time Ian should be home. We'll put these in there to warm up the ketchup, and that's our main and dessert. Right guys, that's had 30 minutes, and I am going to use these. I know that you're not keen, however this is going to be as hot as you could possibly ever imagine. So whoa. Right, I did have it on a tray. Look at that. I am going to give it 5 minutes just to settle before I turn it out. But that looks absolutely amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that over there. There's only me in the house at the moment, but I can guarantee that I would walk away, come back, and that's what I would do. 5 minutes and we'll turn it out. Right guys, so that's had 5 minutes. I am putting both of these on because it's still going to be red hot. Plate over like that. And then it's going to have to be one quick, whoop, just quick turn over. There we go. And there we are. Look at that guys. Oh, we've got some ice cream in the freezer. And that will be with that. So that's Tart Tartin. It looks a little bit runny now, but just let it cool down a little bit. Let that caramel soak into the puff pastry. So that's the puff pastry that I made. That's 3 recipes that I've done with it. It's all gone now, but you can still see all of the layers all the way there, soaked in caramel. Right, so Ian's just come in, so it's time for tea, just about. This is going to come out again tomorrow night. So you'll see it then. See you later, guys. Right, guys, so we've had our tea and we're now going to have a bit of Tart Tartin. It's still very liquid because it's still warm. Oh, you heard that actually. Do you know what it is that has got? There we go. Do you want a quarter?
Yes, please. I'm not going to say no to a quarter. Oh my God.
Oh, that's still really hot.
Is it? I'll let it cool off, man. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You want the ice cream to melt a little bit.
Yep.
There you go. So you put your ice cream on. Do you want a fork and a spoon?
Just a spoon?
Just a spoon?
Yep. Oh, go on, a little bit more ice cream. I love ice cream. It's so hot today.
Yeah, it has been really hot today, hasn't it?
I'm sweating.
I have getting a load of washing done, so that was great.
Back in the freezer.
Right, so what I'm going to do now is, because we have a little bit of the caramel there. Oh, that is still really hot actually.
Oh, look at that.
There you go, mister.
Yum, yum, yum.
So we'll resume the position and then we'll come back to you.
Ah,
Pudding.
pudding. Lovely. It's
Not dessert in this house, it's pudding.
Whoa.
I still heard the crispness of the pastry.
That pastry, man. Mmm. Leftover apples.
I was telling them that we bought them before we even went on holiday.
In the Beverly Farm, are they?
Yeah. Little bit soft, but...
Well, that hot and cold thing.
Yeah.
The hot caramel and the hot apples and the puff pastry and then the ice cold ice cream, obviously. Mmm. Mmm.
You love a pud, don't you?
Oh, I can't tell.
No, but I think it's a child thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
We always
I love a pud. A few years ago, my brother come down. I think it was a rugby weekend, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. It was
Oh,
our
was it?
wedding.
Oh, it was our wedding.
It was the day after.
And anyway, we went to a local pub.
And we had a Sunday lunch.
And we had a Sunday lunch and whatnot and put it in. Our kid, Paul, he had 2 puddings, one after the other. So he's now known as Two Puds Bedford. You think I'm bad?
Yes, we got married on the Saturday. They stayed in ours and then we went out for Sunday lunch the next day. We were all shattered and probably a little bit hungover.
I think one of them was a sticky toffee pudding, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I think the other was an apple crumble.
Crumble and custard. I'm sure it was something with custard, wasn't it? See, it's like runs in the family. Got to have custard. Got to. Absolutely banging as usual. So again, thanks for watching and subscribing.
Yeah.
Liking, commenting. Any suggestions for recipes on both our channels, please?
Oh, definitely.
Please let us know.
I have got a book. I've got a book where I put all of the suggestions in.
Actually, on Wednesday, I'll be doing me whole patty. I've never done one. I've never made one. Obviously, I've eaten a few in my time when I lived in Hull, and they are nice. So I'll be having a go at that on Wednesday with maybe a few little homemade chips. So, yeah. Yeah,
but I do. There's a lot of things that are very stewy, and now it's getting warmer.
Yeah, we need some more.
I think I need a little bit lighter, but they will go for later on in the year. As soon as it starts getting colder again, the stewies are going to come out.
There goes the being careful what you eat out the window.
Right, guys, we'll see you later. Thank you very much for looking again.
Watching, and we'll see you soon.
See you later. Bye. Bye.